A familiar face returns to the green and gold. Tonight, Brett Anderson is back in an A's uniform. The former Athletics lefty made his debut in 2009 and was a big part of Oakland's rotation before his departure in 2013. Tonight, Brett gets the start, and he will look to slow down a Mariners squad that is firing on all cylinders. It's an AL West showdown. A's, Mariners, next. Hey, we had sunshine in Seattle today, and it turns out it's a beautiful night for baseball. We're at Safeco Field. A's trying to even up this series at a game apiece, and that guy looks familiar. It's the big left-hander Brett Anderson who's going to pitch tonight for the Athletics. It's the A's and the Mariners coming up on NBC Sports California, powered by Xfinity. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, Brett Anderson was just 21 years old when he made his A's debut way back in 2009. Ray, he's back, and the A's need him big time.
And let's hope he pitches the way he did back then. I really give congratulations to the A's for re-signing him because he was out of a contract in the offseason, just like Trevor Cahill. Trevor Cahill's been pitching well. Brett Anderson has the capability of pitching extremely well. He's a left-hander, good movement on his fastball. He's got a good slider, and I think for him, if he stays healthy, he's got a chance to do something in this rotation for the Athletics, and let's hope so.
Well, speaking of staying healthy, James Paxton will pitch tonight for the Mariners. He's a very good left-hander, but he cannot stay off the disabled list. If he does, Ray, he's one of the better left-handers in the American League.
Well, you watch him in this video right here. He's got all the pitches. He really winds up and kind of spins everything that he throws. Got good breaking pitches, good fastballs. Everything about him is good. And you're right. You combine him in this rotation with an already good staff. You put Paxton in there healthy. This is going to be a very good pitching rotation for the Seattle Mariners. Something they need to be successful because they have the offense, the defense. They need the starting pitching. Paxton can be part of that.
All right, the A's trying to get back to the 500 mark. They can do that with a win over the Mariners. Now keep it right here on NBC Sports California. Up next, we'll go back to the studios and then back to Safeco Field. Lineups, first pitch. It's the A's and the Mariners.
Designed for the grind that comes through every time. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. And by Jack in the Box. Try the new Cholula Buttery Jack, part of the Buttery Jack family. Only at Jack in the Box.
That's James Paxton, the big left-hander, who will make the start tonight for the Seattle Mariners in Game 2 of the series on what is a very nice night here in Seattle. Game time weather for tonight is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The boardwalk is open. Visit beachboardwalk.com for park hours. 67 degrees, so a little bit warmer than last night. And of course the roof is open. He's wearing their green tops today with the gray pants. And here is the lineup for the Athletics. Simeon, Pinder, Lowry, Davis, Chapman, Canna, Piscotty, Lucroy, Smolinski. So all right-handed hitters, including the switch hitter Lowry.
29-year-old left-hander. It is James Paxton out of Canada, and it's amazing. 29 to be 30 in November. Just in his 4th full season of Major League Baseball. Last year, he won 12. That was his best in 24 starts. The Mariners hopeful that they can get the same out of him this year. Kipe, I agree with you. He stays healthy. He's got a chance to be very good. He's got a very good fastball, cutter, curveball, changeup, and not a bad pitcher when he is healthy.
Defensively, Ichiro's in left, Gordon in center, Haniger in right. Then it's Seager, Segura, Cano, Healy on the infield, and Mike Zunino is your catcher. So James Paxton kicks and delivers the first pitch of the game, and Marcus Semien fouls it back. So 7:07 first pitch here at Safeco Field. The crowd filing in. Looks like it's going to be another pretty small crowd. Last night just 12,000. That's Alan Porter. He's going to be calling balls and strikes with Bill Miller, the crew chief, at first. Angel Hernandez at second. Todd Tishner is down at third. And on 3 pitches, Marcus Semien strikes out.
A couple of fastballs and a put-away slider. That was it. 3 pitches and a strikeout. And the hard slider down in the dirt. Nice block by Zunino, who always does a good job of doing that.
Pitchcast is brought to you by SoFi, a modern finance company. 1 out. Here's Chad Pinder. First pitch to Pinder is foul back. That's strikeouts per 9 innings. Second best in the American League. He's got 44 strikeouts in 31 2/3 innings coming into this start. And a quick 0-2.
If he can get ahead with a good fastball at 95, which he just did, and then have to look out for the slider. It's a big, tall left-hander named Randy Johnson in the Hall of Fame that was here and did a great job with the slider.
96 miles an hour. So 6 pitches, 6 strikes, 2 strikeouts. Well, tonight, any 95-mile-per-hour fastball is our fast pitch, brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Just saw one. 96. Pinder had to be a little shell-shocked after seeing 3 sliders from Edwin Diaz last night in the 9th inning.
So 0-1 to Lowry. Paxton not messing around. Oh, 0-2.
He's thrown 8 pitches, 8 strikes. Well, 9 be strike.
Fouled off Zunino. Well, not quite. If he would have struck out Lowry on that pitch, it would have been an immaculate inning, is what they call it.
I like that.
9 strikes, 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts.
How about 10?
The near immaculate inning.
How about 11? Now, Jed in his 7 home runs, he's hit 1 against a lefty, and that was the big one against the White Sox in the 8th inning. Gave the A's a 1-run lead, but the White Sox tied it, and that was the long game a couple of weeks ago today.
Hit high and foul.
And amazing, though, he has thrown 11 pitches, and they've all been strikes.
And that one the dirt. So there's the first ball thrown by Paxton. Lowry homered last night.
Said he just missed the last one that just got up under it a little bit too much. This one, though, traveled in the first inning. Home run number 7 is second against Felix this season.
And that one is looped into center field. Gordon coming in, and he'll play it on a hop in right center.
Yeah, he can hit, can he?
Yes, he can.
Amazing.
So Lowry with the base hit. Lowry coming into this game, he's 6th in the league in hitting and 3rd in the league in hits. That was his 41st hit. There's the batting average. D. Gordon moved up to 339 with his 5-hit game last night. So he's probably jonesing to get in the batter's box. 1-0 to Chris Davis, the designated hitter. Davis had 228 with 7 home runs and 23 RBIs. The RBIs tied for 5th in the American League. A little bit of a tough stretch right now for Chris Davis. He's 0 for his last 13. Two and 1 the count. Missed that one, 96 miles an hour.
Well, just watching Chris Davis in batting practice, of course, hitting against Bob Melvin, not your good velocity, but still using the whole field, tremendous power, and he could do it against a good fastball or slider, changeup, whatever pitch might be thrown to him. He could still do it with that kind of power.
Check this swing. Strike 3 called. Side retired. So a hit for the A's. Paxton strikes out 3. Bottom of the first coming up. Here comes Brett Anderson. Quite a while. Here's the lineup he'll face: Gordon, Segura, Cano, Cruz, Haniger, Seager, Zunino, Healy, and Ichiro.
And Brett Anderson, who signed a minor league contract with the Athletics mid-March. Minor leagues, got his arm strength built up, and here he is. Cubs Blue Jays last year. Now with the A's.
And first pitch from Anderson is outside.
I had to hurry in case D. Gordon was going to bunt.
He's going to bunt.
Corner infielders think so.
A couple of fastballs, 2-0 to Gordon. 339, as we said, 3rd best batting average in the league. He's got a homer and 8 RBIs. That one's driven toward left center field, slicing away from Smolinski, and he dives and he caught it.
Wow. What a great way to start, because that's a triple. And Jake Smolinski, who has good numbers against Paxton, is playing center field tonight and just made an outstanding play. The ball slicing away from him. Cop, I didn't think he was going to get it. Right there, you see the ball slicing. And Smolinski with his left fielder, Pinder backing up. He said, I got it. And complete headlong, got it in the heel of the glove as he rolled over, cratered it in his chest. And Brett Anderson said, this is the big leagues, man. I got some defense behind me. Whew. That's an outstanding play.
So out number one, and it was impressive. He had just enough time to get his right hand over the glove to kind of make sure that the ball didn't pop out.
That's a good point, because the heel of the glove where it hit has a tendency to see. Watch where he catches the ball, right in the heel of the glove. So as he hits the ground, he's got it. And really, with the long glove, we've talked about it before, that he catches the webbing. It's hard to keep it there, because when you squeeze, your hand is in the meat part of the glove. And he hit it in the heel, squeezed it, rolled over, made a fabulous catch. I remember that when Brett Anderson pitches a perfect game. That's
right.
That's one of those hit saving. I mean, you're thinking about a triple with a leadoff hitter, and almost guaranteed a run for the Mariners. So great catch by Smolinski.
Lucroy blocks it, so 2-2. This will be a good angle. Let's see.
This is a good one. See if he.
Well, why wouldn't you look at that?
Thank you very much.
Seattle Mariners?
Thank you very much. I agree 100%.
I mean, when you saw that, the ball clearly touched the ground.
Yeah, I looked out in the dugout, and I figured I'd see a hand up while they reviewed it, but they did not, unfortunately.
Watch the ball. It does hit the ground, not here, but right here.
There, yeah. It rolled over.
And now it didn't leave his glove, but if the ball touches the ground at all, we'll take it.
See how long the glove is, though? I mean, it's good to have that size glove, but, man, really tough to catch the ball in the webbing.
But, you know, I mean, you think about that, Ray. I mean, to me, that's a huge mistake by the Mariners, because it's, I guess the umpires would have to decide where to put Gordon, but it's going to be at least at second base, right?
At least a double.
I mean,
yeah, if they look at it, they're supposed to have a camera above us someplace that can see the whole field, see where the play's developing and where the runner is. And with Gordon's speed, he was nearing second. He might have been, well, he would have gone to third had the ball dropped.
Lowry has it. And Brett Anderson with a 3-up, 3-down inning. No score after one from Safeco Field.
don't get any help, do we?
Well, where's the famous Sleepless in Seattle house
That's
that
right.
Tom Hanks tried to figure out his life in?
He's a Bay Area guy. He's probably got a big home in the Bay someplace.
He's an A's fan. Canna rips one toward left field. Ichiro over, and then he snow cones it right near the warning track to make the Chapman with a line drive out.
You know, the amazing thing we saw when the A's were here a couple of weeks ago, how Ichiro was taken out for defense. He makes a play like this. This ball is hooking away from him. Man could still play. And you're right, hit in the heel, glove went up, and there's where the big mitt, the long glove, really helps out as it hit the heel, went up into the webbing. Gold Glove winner in right field, adjusting to left field. Still excellent.
First pitch to Canna in for a strike. Canna had 309 with 4 home runs, 12 RBIs. He was 1 for 3 last night. Had a walk, had an RBI.
Guess it's too warm tonight for the ski mask, huh?
Yep, ski mask update. No.
Too warm.
Well, this is our second trip into Seattle. And today was the first day we saw the sun.
Yeah.
When we were here a couple of weeks ago, it was not good weather. It was raining. Outside to Canna.
Be interesting to know how the weather is for the rest of May, June, July, and August, and first half of September, because that's the next time the A's will be here.
2-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging, and that is 4 strikeouts for Paxton.
Smart Play of the Day brought to you by your California Ford dealers. Let's talk about one of the first of the best. Here's the stat cast on this play. Ball hit by D. Gordon. Look at the ball slicing away from Jake Smolinski. 6% chance he's going to catch it. 94% no, but the 6% won, or at least looked like it did. Nice job. Houdini, he's a magician.
Yep.
Got the job done. Nice going, Jake.
So here's Piscotty at 278, a homer and 12 RBIs. Piscotty, I guess a little under the weather, huh, Ray? Said he's feeling better.
Better today. Said he actually got sick on the off day Monday and thought he would get better before last night, but he essentially got a couple of days off. Says he feels great today. And the 24-hour flu bug lasted about 48 hours. It's good to be healthy tonight because of the necessity of having as many right-handers as possible and against Paxton, because he is very tough on lefties.
1-2 pitch. He struck him out. So that is 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings for James Paxton. No score as the Mariners come to bat in the bottom of the second.
RBI Baseball 18. RBI Baseball 18 delivers an all-new franchise mode and much more. RBI Baseball 18 is available right now. Learn more at rbigame.com. Rated E for everyone. Where's that?
Oh, that's famous, Ray. It's the Fremont Troll.
Thought it looked like the exit of our hotel.
He hangs out underneath that bypass, overpass. 1-1 the count to Nelson Cruz. Yeah.
Let's go there tonight at midnight, okay?
Cruz rips it foul. So 1-2 the count to Nelson Cruz, followed by Haniger and Seager here in the second. Cruz had the big hit in the game last night, 3-run homer. 6 homers, 14 RBIs. And that almost hit him, skips out of the way. Brett Anderson was signed by the A's on the 20th of March. So right toward the end of spring training, a minor league deal. 4 starts for AAA and now in the big leagues. Got him swinging. So that's first strikeout for Brett Anderson. Anderson was with the Athletics from 2009 to 2013. And there's his numbers, 73 starts. ERA of 3.81. As we said in a pregame show, Ray, his best season was his rookie season.
That's right.
The best season of his career, not just his time with the A's. He had a very good first year. He was healthy. Just has not been healthy enough to string together 2, 3, 4 good seasons for him. Remember, he was a second-round pick of the Diamondbacks. And did that hit Haniger?
Foul ball.
Nope.
Must have been a foul ball. Umpire put up both hands, which would indicate a foul ball. Almost got Lucroy. Now, thinking about Lucroy, you mentioned when Brett Anderson signed, Lucroy signed on the 12th of March. So unless he caught him in AAA, this is the first night he's catching him, and that's why you see catchers now go to the bullpen, warm up pitchers. In the case of Lucroy tonight with Anderson, an important time to see what he can throw and get loose.
Probably not easy for a catcher.
Well, it is. It's a little bit difficult. I mean, you have your idea of what you want to do and how you want to get hitters out, but you have to see also if the pitcher is capable of throwing a particular pitch. He is.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Off speed, back-to-back strikeouts. Well, this may have been his best, maybe best start ever in his career.
Well, you're lefty and you pitch a shutout at Fenway Park. You're doing something, and you can see, first of all, his number 49. He's wearing 30 tonight. But Brett Anderson, a young man. Kurt Suzuki is catcher. He's an old man now, 9 years old.
Yeah, 30. He came to the A's in the Dan Herron trade. The A's got a whole host of players. What, 6, I think? 6 players for Dan Herron, and he was one of them.
Well, that's getting a young player and for a veteran. And hey, Brett Anderson has been around American National League, but still a good pitcher.
Inside again, 2-0.
Kyle Seager likes to reach out and rake the ball to right field with the pitch outside. Pitching him in is not a bad idea. A couple of pitches off the plate considerably.
Rolls that one foul. Brett Anderson last year made 13 starts combined between the Cubs and the Blue Jays. Cubs made 6 starts for Chicago, then was let go at the end of July and signed with Toronto. Hit hard, up past Canna on a tough hop, and Seager will have a base hit. So Canna was ready to field that ball. It was a very hard hit, and it just came up, and it's going to be a base hit.
Well, they talk about the hot corner in third. How about a hot corner at first, especially a ball hit like this? And Canna, I don't know if he had time to get in front of the ball, but tried to scoop it, putting his glove out to the left, but the ball eluded him.
So that's the first hit for Seattle, and that'll bring up Mike Zunino. Zunino pops it up. Canna coming over, maybe. Yes. Right in front of the Mariners dugout. A hit and a runner left. Moving to the third, no score. And Friday, the first 500 fans that show up get an authentic Ace Fan Retro jersey. Giveaway starts at 6 p.m. Make sure you then stay for the pregame show. All right, that's coming up Friday. It'll be the A's and the Baltimore Orioles from the Coliseum. So we'll look forward to getting home. Final stop on this three-city trip. Fans can pick up one of our Collector Series cheer cards, as that's the one for this week. Chris Davis. So the homestand will be 3 against the Orioles and then 3 against the Astros, and then we will be right back out on the road for a 10-game East Coast trip. It all evens out, Ray. It all evens out.
Yeah, 81 at home, 81 on the road.
It usually goes that way.
Yeah,
right now,
right.
It does not feel that way.
Yeah.
Another strikeout, and that is 6 for Paxton.
But another hard slider, back foot. 89. He's got a good one. But that's 3 strikeouts that he has gone with 3 pitches. It's not like he's going to waste a pitch 0-2. Lucroy has some pretty good numbers against him in the past.
Well, he's had a pair of 10 strikeout games already this year in his first 6 starts. He's at it again. I got too much red in my scorebook already, right?
You're right. Well, you talked so much about the strikeouts last night.
13.
Yeah. May get that in 6 innings tonight.
Hit very high to left field. Room for Ichiro. Well, Smolinski is retired. 2 outs here in the top of the third, and now to the top of the order, Marcus Semien. pumping strikes in there, that's for sure. And that one right on the outside corner. Check out the ball strike ratio. 29 strikes, 7 balls.
Yeah, he's got the Madison Bumgarner kind of delivery where a lot of arms. Yeah. A lot of arms, and I mean really extends backwards and then lets it go forwards. Tough to pick up.
He is rolling now. That's 7 strikeouts in 3 innings, and all 7 swinging. No score. Anderson will face Healy, Ichiro, and Gordon. Anderson has allowed 1 hit with a couple of strikeouts through the first 2 innings, and that one inside to Healy. Healy at 190, 3 homers, 10 RBIs. He was hitless last night, 0 for 4. Anderson's starts against the Mariners pretty good.
I saw the numbers for Cahill, I think, against the Rangers and in the American League West, but so many players have gone. But as far as the name of the team on the front, he's had success, as is Anderson against the Mariners.
And that one is hit deep. Left field. Pinder near the wall and gone. A high towering shot by Ryan Healy, his 4th home run of the year.
Well, he's a strong young man, and I think you said it best last night when you lengthen the lineup with Healy hit 9th last night, hitting 8th tonight, with Ichiro hitting 9th, but you had 25 and don't hit any in July. That's a pretty productive season. And a fastball, and it sounded great and finished even better.
2-0 to Ichiro. This is the 5th game played between these 2 teams. And we've seen a lot of home runs hit. That is 9 now hit by the Mariners against the A's. The A's have hit 8 in the season series, and there's a walk. Well, now you got Ichiro at first, who still runs pretty well. He may not be a huge base stealer anymore, but he still runs well. And You got Gordon and Segura coming up, and then after that you have the big boppers in the middle of the lineup. So Brett Anderson has to be careful here. Chapman right on the edge of the grass, and that pitch is low.
Well, he's trying to pitch inside. He saw him with Seager, almost hit him a couple of times. Then with Ichiro, really all 4 pitches inside and off the plate. Does have a sharp breaking slider. No surprise he hasn't thrown more of those to the lefties.
And it looks like D. Gordon's going to make Anderson throw a strike at some point.
But it's his 4 in a row to Ichiro following the home run, and 2 now to D. Gordon. Not a bad idea to make him throw a strike. The old saying goes, you don't want to help the pitcher, and in the case of D. Gordon.
Good pitch there, right at the knees. Smolinski made that great play on Gordon in the first. In on the hands of Gordon, and he loops a foul up over the A's dugout. 2-2 the counter. Ryan Healy home run here in the third as the Mariners on the board. Good lead by Ichiro, but it's kind of a one-way lead as he works his way back toward first base. There he goes. And the ball's tapped slowly toward Anderson, who picks it up. His throw to first in time. And Gordon is retired. Ichiro to second.
I tell you, if Gordon had not swung at that, it's ball 3, and Ichiro could have walked to second. But on first move by Brett Anderson, and it's almost like he was swinging for a hit and run, but it wasn't necessary. The kind of jump that Ichiro got, Brett Anderson, what a great play.
Nothing to it. 2 outs. Here's Segura. Segura rips one toward the left field corner. That's trouble. It bangs off the wall. Ichiro scores. Segura hustling for second, and he is out. Ichiro did score before the tag was applied at second base, so the run. Oh, that's the second out. I'm sorry. I thought maybe it was the third out.
Well, the ball hit so hard off the wall, it came back to Pender, who I think what you said last night is true. He's got a very strong arm this time. Not only strong, but very accurate. This ball banged off the wall. Pender played it perfectly and came up throwing to second base, knowing there's not a play except at second. There's your perfect throw. 1 hop. Jet Lowry actually in front of the bag, could have stayed on the bag because that's where the throw was. That is a tremendous throw. And the tag is Segura tried to go around it to no avail.
More action for Pender, and at the warning track he reaches up to make the catch, and that is the third out. So Segura with the RBI hit, and that gives the Mariners the 2-0 lead. to be. Pinder, Lowry, and Davis. A's trying to figure out James Paxton, and that's a swing, says Bill Miller. I say figure him out because he has 7 strikeouts in 3 innings. And it's a strike. 0-2. 6 for 9 in shutdown inning opportunities this year is Paxton. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 96. Just a little elevated, Ray, and it makes it tough to catch up with.
Yeah, you think about Simeon and Pinder. He's thrown a total of 12 pitches and 4 strikeouts. And there's your elevation at 96, and it's a strike if he doesn't swing, a strike with the swing. You know, they talk about utilizing the fastball. That time he didn't even go to the slider, which he didn't even the first time to Pinder. You take that long of a swing, you're not going to make contact. It's too good of a fastball.
Well, and the amount of swings and misses he's getting with the fastball, there must be a little extra giddy up on it at the end. Hey, he is Canadian from British Columbia, James Paxton. A lot of A's for the 4th inning. Shallow left center. Who's going to catch it? It's going to be D. Gordon.
I don't think Gordon saw it initially.
So 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. And Chris Davis will hit. Davis struck out in the 1st. Right there for a strike. Alan Porter's calling a lot of strikes tonight.
Yeah, and Mike Zunino's getting his catcher's mitt broken in. As you can hear it popping, and this is the time to bring out a new one.
That one could have been a strike. A little bit inside, maybe. First pitch strikes. 11 of 13 so far. He's now thrown 9 balls and 38 strikes. Davis waits. 1-2 pitch. Grounded past Matt Williams.
Chris Davis last year at the Coliseum has tied his career best at 42 to go on to hit 43. This one was patented right center shot September the 26th at the Coliseum.
Fastball 98 miles an hour, swing and a miss. 9 strikeouts for James Paxton. 2-0 Mariners. Mariners 2 A's nothing. Beautiful sunset. Sunset takes a little while longer here to see it.
Just a tad bit.
Come here in the middle of the summer and it'll still be a bit bright out. It'd be the 8th inning.
Yep. Well, Randy Jones pitched for the Padres. Rumor has it the games started at 7:30 and it'd be still light when they left. That's how. I mean, you talk about rapid fire.
Randy Jones.
Yeah. That's why Eric Hosmer's not wearing 35, because that's retired for the great left-hander. Crafty left-hander.
1-2 the count to Nelson Cruz. Haniger and Seager will follow here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Not close. A Healy home run and a Segura RBI single for the 2 runs.
Jonathan Lucroy with a couple of strikes on the hitter, had to make sure he caught it. How about that surprise?
Right down the middle, strike 3 called.
Sometimes you throw your fastball, not a great velocity, you have it right down the middle of the plate and you freeze a hitter. There's a sequence of pitches. How about that 83 pitch, right? 83 miles per hour. Didn't even hit the dirt.
Purpose pitch, right?
Oh, that was good. Well, pitch sequences are great. That is a great shot.
Here's Haniger, who struck out in the 2nd. He's facing a hot Mariners team right now. They've won 6 out of 7. 17 and 11 overall. You know what, Ray? They're going to look up and see that the Yankees beat Houston again,
right.
4-0.
Big bats came out for the Yankees. So Giancarlo hit what we were saying. No time for John Sterling to even call it. It swung on gone.
I think he hit 2 tonight.
Did he? Well, we saw the one in the lunchroom.
So right now the Mariners are just a game out of first place with that Astros loss. Canna over. Canna room. Little basket catch. So that is 2 outs. Hey, guess who was the American League Pitcher of the Month?
We voted for it.
Sean Manaea. He was 4-1, 1.00 ERA, and of course he had the no-hitter. So all the numbers were there, really, even without the no-hitter, Ray. But that just sort of added to it, and a well-deserved honor.
Well, if you look at his last 2 starts, having against the Red Sox and the Astros, total of 16 innings, no 1 runs. And we saw him last night with almost a full beard, but he said his girlfriend liked the Fu Manchu, so he went with that.
All right.
Not a bad look.
Smart man. Pinder comes hustling in. He makes the catch. Seager's retired, and so are the Mariners in the 4th.
That Ferris wheel is enclosed, huh? The seats are enclosed?
Yeah. Little cabin.
Wow. You just live there, huh?
If you so desired. Chapman to lead it off, followed by Canna and Piscotti. Against James Paxton, 50 pitches. A couple more notes on that Yankees 4-0 win over the Astros. So back-to-back shutouts for New York in that series. It's hard to believe, but the Astros have now gone 22 straight innings without scoring a run.
It is hard to believe.
Stanton, 2 home runs, home run number 6 and 7, and Severino with a complete game for the Yankees. So Yankees get their 20th win of the year. Angels leading the Orioles 2-1 in the 3rd inning. And that's another strikeout as Chapman swings right through it.
Now, fans attending A's home games Friday through Sunday and select dates can participate in the 50-50 raffles presented by Sutter Health. Tickets are sold from gates opening through the last out of the 6th inning from raffle sellers or at the kiosk at section 217. The winner will be announced in game and will receive 50% of the jackpot, with the remainder benefiting the A's Community Fund. Learn more at athletics.com/raffle.
Canna on a high fastball lines it to right field. So hit number 2 for the A's. And that'll bring up Piscotti. Piscotti struck out in the 2nd. So 10 strikeouts for Paxton. That ties a career high. He's now done it 6 times in his career, 3 times this year. So the A's are going to have to figure him out.
Yeah, not strike out anymore, because then that'll be noted as a career best. But that's, he's kind of a machine tonight with his fastball, occasional slider, and Mike Zunino, his catcher, basically just calling the number 1, the fastball, 96, 97. Why not?
Just foul. Well, we said in the open, Ray, if he stays healthy, he's one of the best left-handers there is, but he has gone on the disabled list in each of the last 4 years, including twice last year. He did still make 24 starts last year. Mariners desperately need him to be out there for 32, 33 starts. One and 2 the count. Good swing by Piscotti, so maybe the A's are, even though Paxton throwing very hard, maybe this 3rd time through the lineup starting to get a few better swings off. Getting close to going through the lineup for the 3rd time.
You know, it's a good point you made, because guys starting to get pretty good swings. Piscotti in this at bat, Canna getting the base hit to right field, but starting to see a few more sliders maybe from Paxton. He goes through the lineup. First 4 innings, pretty much all fastballs. Occasional slider.
And there it was, and that's 89 miles an hour, Ray. So that's pretty good velocity for a slider.
Yeah, he threw one earlier with a couple of strikes, and similarly, it was to the back foot as that one was, and you throw that hard down and in. I mean, that's a Steve Carlson type slider. Randy Johnson, Sam McDowell. These guys have hard sliders that just bite unbelievably.
2 away. Here's Lucroy. Fouls this one back. Well, there's the new career high, 11 strikeouts. It looked like Ray early on in this game. Maybe that was the scouting report for the A's, is they were swinging early.
Yeah, you're right. Hey.
And if team is swinging early, and your stuff is good,
Yep.
where they're swinging and missing a lot, well, then you are going to rack up a bunch of strikeouts. And here it's 0-2.
Well, what Paxton is proving tonight, that the old saying, your fastball is your best pitch. He's proven that. That he has all the other pitches, but right now it's basically fastball, slider, occasional slider. Maybe right now.
And that one is hooked down the left field line, fair. Ichiro over, he picks it up clean. Canna is going to go to third and stop. So Lucroy with a double, and now the A's have the tying runs in scoring position. So one of the few mistakes that he has made.
And there it is. You go 91, and that's a slider, just a little bit harder, but it stayed up and into a right-hander. Lucroy able to hook the ball. So Mark Canna thinking about scoring as he's running hard, but Matt Williams had to hold him up, considering how quickly Ichiro got the ball back into the infield.
So the A's need a hit from Smolinski. Zunino blocks it.
Well, a Mark Canna type base hit from Smolinski would be outstanding. Just got under one his first at bat to Ichiro in left field.
1-1 the count, 97 miles an hour. Smolinski hit a fly ball to left field in the third inning. Right field sending Haniger back, but he's going to have enough room. And he's got it, side retired. So the A's strand a pair. And we're going to the bottom of the fifth. Zunino to lead it off. 2-0 Seattle. Teacher program recognizing teachers that make a difference. Visit NBCSportsCalifornia.com and vote. The winner receives $20,000 for his or her school. Bottom of the fifth inning, Mike Zunino to lead it off. Healy to follow, and then Ichiro Suzuki. Zunino fouled out in his first at bat. Mentioned that Angels score. The Angels one run in that game, or the Angels actually have scored twice. Pujols hit a home run. So he is now 3 hits away from 3,000.
One of the best was Wade Boggs when he got his 3,000, which was a home run.
That's right.
St. Petersburg, and got to home plate, knelt down and kissed home plate. He's dirty. But he got 3,000. It's going to be a Hall of Famer regardless, but that didn't hurt.
Now the Angels will play at home tomorrow night against the Orioles. And then they will come here. So possible that Albert Pujols could be going for career hit number 3,000 right here. High fly ball to right. Piscotty is there. So Zunino is retired. And that'll bring up Ryan Healy, who did this in the 3rd inning.
Well, it sounded great off his bat, and the result was even better. Into the bullpen of the Mariners. Over the bullpen.
Ryan Healy was fun. He was he's a good kid, very intense. In fact, I know there was times where Bob Melvin had to sit down and talk to him and say, just calm down.
Yeah.
You're a good player. You don't want an 0 for 4 to turn into an 0 for 12. And as his career goes on, he will get a little bit better at that.
Well,
I'm sure he's getting better at it already.
Yeah, Scott Brocious, third base coach for the Mariners, did say that he's got a very good third baseman himself, both with the A's and the Yankees. But he said that Healy is a very good first baseman. He said the best they've got, and that says a lot coming from Scott Brocious. Said he's, Healy's not going to play third because Seager's there. But Scott Brocious, a very good hitter. And did a great job with the New York Yankees. McMinnville, Oregon is his home. Said it's about 3 hours from here. Got in his car following the Sunday game with the off day. Slept in his own bed, which has to be pretty nice for players who travel all the time.
Marcus Semien across the diamond, and a very good inning. So 7 in a row retired by Brett Anderson, and we are moving to the 6th. Today, most strikeouts in a game in Seattle Mariners history. Randy Johnson against the A's struck out 19, and Ray, correct me if I'm wrong, but the A's won the game.
Yes, they did. Yeah, remember it well.
So the big unit all over that. Mark Langston, 16 in 1988. Mike Moore. no surprise that Randy Johnson did that numerous times. But Paxton's been really good. That one is belted to left field. Ichiro going back, still going back. It's over his head. Plays it off the wall, and Marcus Semien with a leadoff double here in the 6th.
That had to feel good just to make contact. 8 pitches he's seen, finally gets the double. And maybe Paxton's throwing so many fastballs he's losing a little bit. Ichiro went back, looked like he had a chance, and then just gave up on it. And the ball hit high, coming back to him. Not much of a chance to do anything except get the ball back in to the infield. So good start, good fastball hitting by Marcus Semien.
So see if Pinder can get him home. Swing and a miss. 95 miles an hour. Pinder has struck out twice. Ninth double for Marcus Semien. Marcus is also tied for 4th in the league in runs scored. Marcus is on base a lot. He has scored 24 runs in the first 29 games. Lowry to follow. Got him swinging. Again, 97 elevated, and Pinder just could not lay off.
Cap, that's 9 pitches to Pinder, all 9 strikes, 3 punch outs, all fastballs, same location. And Semien's fastball that he hit was down a little bit, about thigh high, maybe knee high. All of them to Pinder, they have been up in the zone.
Here's Lowry. Lowry a single and a fly ball to center field. Outfield shifted toward right. Ichiro playing pretty deep. Haniger a fairly shallow right field. This one's drilled toward right center. And Gordon's over there, so the Mariners well positioned there in the outfield as Lowry hit it toward right center. Let's see, he's shifted over that way.
That's it. That's it. And you know, in reality, not many guys are going to pull a fastball from Paxton tonight. And why not? Especially Jet, who does not face a lot of left-handed pitchers, mostly right-handers.
So 2 outs now, and here's Chris Davis, who has struck out looking and swinging. A little bit inside. Paxton, even on the pitches that are not strikes, Ray, he's been around the strike zone.
Exactly.
He's only thrown 17 balls. Swing and a miss, 96.
I was talking to Chad Pinder tonight, and he was surprised, as we all were, probably to get the 3 sliders from Edwin Diaz last night in the 9th inning. The 3 sliders, strike 3, and then fastballs in tonight's game. So he's seen a total of 12 pitches and 3 strikeouts, or 4 strikeouts, but fastballs tonight, sliders last night. Fastballs from the lefty tonight. Chris Davis trying to avoid a 3rd strikeout game.
1-2 the count. Paxton, the big lefty, steps off. And he wants to go through the signs again. Paxton hit the glove. That's where Zunino wanted it, just a little elevated, but Chris Davis did not chase it. See where they go with this one. Looks like in again to Davis. And a swing and a miss on a pitch that was low. 13 strikeouts in 6 innings for James Paxton. Still 2-0 Mariners. 2-0 Mariners, bottom of the 6th inning, and it'll be the top of the order for Seattle. Gordon, Segura, and Cano. D. Gordon waves at a pitch in the dirt. D. Gordon has yet to attempt to bunt, which
surprising.
We thought he was going to do it a couple times. He's actually had some weak swings against Brett Anderson. Nice hop for Marcus, quickly to first.
Well, you've seen him at the ballpark. Now it's time to wear him on your back. Should be a fun giveaway. The Harvey the Rabbit backpack makes its debut on Saturday, May the 26th against the Diamondbacks. First 15,000 fans will get this awesome giveaway. It's presented by Ross Dress for Less. Plus, the A's 50th anniversary season-long celebration continues with a special Swingin' A's celebration, a day dedicated to honoring this special team from the 70s. Make sure you grab your tickets to this special day at athletics.com/tickets.
So the Diamondbacks are coming to the Coliseum.
They're hot too.
Yeah. Diamondbacks are 21-8. Right on the ground to Lowry. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
You know, Brett Anderson has pitched a very good game.
Yes, he has.
I mean, the home run, Suzuki with a walk in the 3rd inning, 2 hits, but he's only given up 3.
Well, and he's retired 9 in a row. Look at his pitch count rate.
I know. And this is like Burley and Mulder pitching, or you know.
It's a good call.
You know, two lefties and get the ball and throw it.
Well, they both do work quickly. Robinson Cano has grounded out, and he has lined out, so he's 0 for 6 in this series. Bends Cano out of the way. Cano waves at a pitch.
That's a good slider.
2-0 slider. Right center, and it's hit pretty well. Smolinski at the wall. Just enough room, makes the catch. That is 10 in a row retired by Brett Anderson. 7th inning coming up.
How about Mr. Paxton? James Paxton, his career best strikeouts was 10 several times, but he's already surpassed that. 13, and he's throwing a lot of gas. It's a slider down and in, but I mean mostly fastballs. He's elevating fastballs. The only really blemish has been the double by Marcus Semien to left field. He's had a couple of runners on base. That was in the 5th inning, but got a fly out to right field by Smolinski. Very well. He's tiring out though, Kite.
Yeah.
I think he's getting tired.
Chapman, Canna, Piscotti. Fouled at home plate. Like it got a little bit of catcher Mike Zunino. Yes, it did. Got him pretty square.
Why did you give me 3 baseballs? I only asked for 1. Now, try to get as much padding on the mask as possible, especially direct hit like that.
So now it's 1-2. Off-speed pitch from Paxton and a good one.
Well, I think he's going to the slider a little bit more, but then he also will elevate with a fastball, and that's a nice mixture to have.
Tap towards Seager, but foul. 84 pitches, so keep an eye on the pitch count for Paxton. The most he has thrown this year is 106. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. 1 out.
Well, 98. He hasn't lost too much, has he? Zunino holding the glove for Alan Porter, the home plate umpire, who's called a lot of strikes tonight. That's 14 strikeouts.
First pitch to Canna.
Cap, what did you say? You tallied the strikeouts and hits so far in the series?
Well, the A's have struck out 27 times and they have 8 hits. That's the trend in baseball.
Yeah.
And it's a quick 0-2. Canna has a base hit. He singled in the 5th with 1 out. That is unbelievable, folks.
Yeah.
29 swings and misses. And Ray, you've been doing this a long, long time. If a starting pitcher has a real good start, and if he gets 20 swings and misses, that's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
Paxton has 29 in the 7th inning.
Well, Pender's got 9 alone. Just one hitter.
Shallow left. Ichiro coming in. He's not going to get it. So Mark Canna with his 2nd hit. And that is hit number 5 for the Athletics.
1 to right field and a 2-strike hit for Canna. It's a breaking ball. You see the grip by Paxton as he threw it, just lofted it, and Ichiro.
One thing with Ichiro, Ray, and correct me if I'm wrong, but he plays very deep in left field.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does, and doesn't dive for a lot of balls.
No.
Throughout his career, he's not, and of course, not a bad idea not to. Well, one thing about Zunino, he's taken a few off the mask tonight. There's another one. He just flipped his mask off. You know it's a direct hit whenever this happens. It flip it off. Of course, a little bit to the right of it. That's why it flips it off to the right side. Direct hit. You probably take this better because rather than lose your mask than to take the direct hit to your face.
0-2 now to Piscotti. Piscotti has struck out twice. 1 away here in the 7th. Short lead for Canna at first. Got him swinging, throw to first, and the ball tips off Healy's glove, and it rolls down the right field line. Canna did not see it right away, so he stays at first. But it is another strikeout.
And another swing and miss.
And there's that high fastball.
Yeah, he's able to elevate. That's probably what makes him so good tonight is Healy trying to catch and tag a little bit too quickly. Unfortunately, Canna couldn't see. He probably could have gotten into scoring position.
So that'll bring up Lucroy. So Pinder has struck out 3 times, as has Davis and Piscotty.
It's time for Jonathan Lucroy to hit his first home run. Hook it down the left field line. Take one of those sliders down and in.
It was a slider, but well placed to even the count at 1-1.
Now, this is kind of no hit stuff tonight, but the A's do have 4 hits, luckily.
Now it's 1-2. Mike Trout has homered for the Angels, his 11th of the year. So the Angels lead the Orioles 4-1 in the top of the 5th inning. So Trout a homer, Pujols a homer. One-two pitch. Here it is. Up and away, 97 miles an hour. He's been pretty consistent with his velocity on his fastball. Smolinski would be next.
Curveball. Let's see how the curveball is thrown by James Paxton.
Lucroy spoiled it. Matt Williams picks it. Lucroy had that double in the 5th inning. Batting average sitting at 263.
Fastball up and in.
This one hit down the right field line, but it'll reach the seats. Pitch count now at 98.
Well, the way he's pitching tonight, I would not think that Scott Service is going to abuse him by going for a strikeout record, which is unnecessary, especially throwing a lot of fastballs. But yeah, we saw with Garrett Cole on Sunday, his fastball in his 99th 100th pitch was about 97, 98. He came out after 6 2/3 innings.
Inside.
I had to check quickly. I think that's the first 3-2 count tonight. First 3-ball count tonight. He's going to throw him a fastball away on this 3-2 pitch.
And he missed inside. So that is the first walk issued by Paxton. He's going to get a visit from the pitching coach.
Mel Stoudemire Jr. is probably going to go out and talk about fishing. I said, how's the fishing up in Canada?
Because I want to go up there.
Yeah. Know that Mel's got a fishing farm or with the boomer, David Wells.
Huh. So first mound visit of the night. Did you see the note on mound visits for the first month of the year?
What is it?
How many times you think a team used all 6 mound visits in a game? I know you love when I put you on the spot like this.
Probably less than 5.
1.
And that was the Angels. No,
I'm not sure who it was, but it happened. It only happened one time.
It happened late. I think it was late. I think the average just about 3.5.
It's Nick Vincent starting to throw. So just one time, all 6 mound visits used up in a game. A's need a hit from Smolinski.
You know what would really be great now is Jake Smolinski to hit his first home run of the season. And just with one swing of the bat, the A's could take a 3-2 lead in the top of the 7th with a pitcher who has been as dominating as any pitcher we've seen.
Good swing by Smolinski, fouls it straight back. So Dahl now gets up for the A's in their bullpen, with Vincent quickly warming up in the Mariners bullpen. Strike on the inside corner, 1-2. Tough pitch to hit.
Wow, that's nasty. I mean, it's got to be very hard to even think about hitting 97 on the inside corner. That's the thing about Paxton. Plate is 17 inches wide. I don't know, can't think of tonight many times, other than maybe the pitch to Simeon that he doubled, that he's even thrown anything close to the middle of the plate.
1-2 pitch blocked nicely by Zunino. That was a tough block, bounced well out in front.
And you know, that's a big block, because if that gets by him, that's tying run at second base. That would have been the same as in the 5th inning. This is a big block. I mean, all he did is put his body there. This is why catchers should get a lot more credit for the blocks than are given for the wild pitches.
Fastball struck him out. So he went upstairs again to get his 16th strikeout of the ball game. 7th inning stretch time coming up. Mariners 2, A's nothing.
America's first hybrid minivan. Test drive one today.
2-0 Mariners lead. It is the bottom of the 7th inning. Very, very solid line for Brett Anderson. And he has retired 10 in a row. He'll face Cruz, Haniger, and Seager here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Brett Anderson, the pitch count is just 68. Paxton just slid over 100 pitches, so he's getting some handshakes, and well deserved. Certainly looks like the Mariners will go to the bullpen. He's on there. Most strikeouts in a game.
7 innings. Put an asterisk.
That's the difference. Cruz has struck out twice, looking and swinging. And he gets him on a breaking ball.
22 batters faced. That's 16 batters that Brett Anderson has used 4 or fewer pitches to get a result. And that is a good curveball. And Jonathan Lucroy working very well together, working quickly. And you know, he's pitching really like Sean Manaea has all season. And as a result, the American League Pitcher of the Month. Working quickly, throwing strikes, getting results quickly, and as a result, keeping the pitch count down.
He pumps the first pitch strike in there to Mitch Haniger, who is 0 for 2.
By the way, Nelson Cruz with 3 strikeouts tonight.
Yep. The Indians beat the Rangers today. 12-4 in Cleveland. Edwin Encarnacion hit 3 home runs and knocked in 6 runs. Corey Kluber got his 5th win. He's 5-1. You think about that AL Central, Ray, with the Indians, who are playing decent baseball. They're now 16-13 with that win today. But Detroit, that's a rebuild. Kansas City, that's a rebuild. Chicago, that's a rebuild. And Minnesota is 10-16.
Yeah. Which is a surprise.
Yeah,
because they were
would be better,
wild card winner last year.
Yeah.
And that's why, man, if you're able to get to postseason, you better take advantage and try to go as deep as possible, because in case of Twins, I mean, they made some pretty bold moves in the offseason to get back where they thought they could contend. It's a high strike that wasn't called by Mr. Porter.
And there's a shot right back past Brett Anderson into center field. That'll scare you. How can it not?
Had to snap his neck back in place. Yeah, that's a little bit scary. Maybe hurt his neck a little bit when he hit the ground so hard, so quickly.
So hit number 4 for Seattle.
Throw it and duck.
You can probably hear it sailing past you. So 78 pitches now as he faces Kyle Seager. First pitch to Seager's in for a strike.
Said a quick pitch that time. It's a good idea. Change it up a little bit. Get it and throw it.
Seager hits it hard into right field for a base hit. Haniger makes a big turn at second, but he'll stay there.
It's amazing about one pitch that's not called, and Bob Melvin's going to go to the bullpen. Mike Zunino, scheduled hitter. Scott Emerson with a visit, base hit. Here comes the skipper. That means a move, but outstanding job by Brett Anderson. Tell you could hold this lineup to 2 runs as he did for 6 1/3 innings. It's a pretty good outing.
When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trust.
A's Baseball on NBC Sports California is brought to you by Toyota. Designed for the grind that comes through every time. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota. Let's go places. And by Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV.
Anderson and Cahill. Did not think we'd ever see that again in an A's uniform.
That's right.
But Brett Anderson pitched very well tonight. 6 1/3 innings. And he hands the ball to Ryan Dull. The first pitch is hit high and foul right below us. So Ryan Dull on for his 6th appearance. 3.60 ERA. 5 innings pitched in his first 5 games. Facing Zunino, who has fouled out and hit a fly ball to right field. Haniger at second, Seager at first. There's that good dull slider. So he jumps ahead of Zunino 0-2. 80 pitches for Brett Anderson.
1 walk to 4 strikeouts. The 1 walk Ichiro scored, and that made it a 2-0 game following the Ryan Healy home run.
It's blocked by Lucroy. Yeah, you know, you made a good point last inning. If a catcher is going to get penalized for a pass ball, which is fair, right? Okay. They should then be rewarded for a block.
I agree. I mean, I've always thought that.
Absolutely.
In a world of statistics, and I counted just roughly because, as you know, I have my catcher's blocks in my scorebook, but through the month of April, Jonathan Lucroy blocked 45. And we showed last night the wild pitch that got by. They had no chance of the 14th wild pitch, but you know there's never the credit given. And but good strikeout from Ryan Dull following the slow slider. It goes upstairs. Actually, a little harder ball running away from Zunino.
So with 2 outs, here's Healy. Healy with the home run in the 3rd. And he takes down and away. It was his 4th home run of the year. Healy hitting 8th tonight. So he hit 9th last night. Of course, Ryan Healy went to the University of Oregon. So if he was going to get traded from his original team, which is the Oakland A's, I would think geographically he's probably pretty happy up here. A little bit outside. So both Vincent and Nicasio, Juan Nicasio now throwing. Vincent has been up.
Well, maybe it depends on what happens in this inning, because Nicasio has been the 8th inning pitcher. Vincent the 7th, as you described perfectly last night. But tonight Paxton's gone 7.
And now 2-2. Really chased.
That's a great slider. That it's a teasing, tempting slider that looks like a good pitch, and watch it take off right at the end, right there, and it looks so good coming in, like it's going to be on the corner. And sometimes it's a little surprising that hitters do not pick up the spin of the baseball, and I say that not, it's easier said than done, but if you see the spin and you see the location where it starts, there's no way it could stay on that corner if it's a slider. It just keeps moving away, but you commit, and as a pitcher, that's the type of pitch you want, to get them to commit on a pitch that is off the plate.
Center field, Smolinski over to his left, waiting. He's got it. Couple of runners stranded. We're moving to the 8th from Seattle. Still the Mariners 2 and the A's nothing.
movies in cinematic history. It's called Black Panther. Oakland A's and Marvel proud to release a glow-in-the-dark Black Panther bobblehead in honor of Oakland and hometown director Ryan Coogler. Fans can snag this one-of-a-kind bobblehead on Saturday. This Saturday, May the 5th. That's against the Baltimore Orioles. Brought to you by Comerica Bank. Be one of 15,000 fans to get yours upon entering the ballpark. Visit athletics.com/promotions to grab your piece of Oakland history.
Well, when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. It's your trusted oil change, tune-up, and repair experts. So Juan Nicasio comes in.
I think the A's are extremely happy to see anybody but Paxton.
Absolutely.
You know?
Give me Edwin Diaz.
He'll be in, it stays the same in the 9th inning following Nicasio. Paxton was unbelievable tonight.
First pitch swinging. Simeon drives one toward right, but Haniger is over. So check out this line for James Paxton. 7 innings, 5 hits, no run, 1 walk, 16 strikeouts, and we're going to throw in the fact that he had 31 swings and misses. 105 pitches. So Matt Joyce is going to hit for Pinder. So Joyce pinch hits. It's funny, Ray. Nicasio came in last night in the 8th inning. He faced Joyce, Simeon, and Lowry. Tonight he's going to face Simeon, Lowry, or Simeon, Joyce, and Lowry, same 3 guys. That one is belted to right center, and nobody's going to get it. Bounces up into the seats, and Matt Joyce with a pinch hit double.
Yeah, good start this time with 1 out, but again, different. This is only at 92 compared to 98. Joyce would not have been in facing Paxton, but gets the 92 away from him, hooks it into the right center field area.
So here's Lowry. Takes a fastball inside.
Matt Joyce looking forward to right-handers. He's got another one. Wade LeBlanc is pitching tomorrow. But the one thing about the A's, they've seen a lot of lefties. And that has taken away a little bit from Matt Joyce and his playing.
Lowry had a base hit in the 1st, and he has hit a pair of fly balls to center field. And that one is belted right center field. And that baby is gone. We are tied at 2.
That's a teammate for you right there in Chad Pinder. As Joyce pinch hit for him, a double, and Jed Lowry a line drive. A game tire too, and you know, getting Paxton out, high fastball, and Jed Lowry just missed one last night. Second a fly ball that he hit, this time though a line drive to right center. You talk about a season for Jed Lowry has been spectacular, and with that one swing, a tie game. And Paxton with 16 Ks gets a no decision.
And here's Chris Davis. So what a change of events. Lowry, his 8th home run. He now has 30 RBIs. And you were just hoping that somebody could get into one, and Lowry did. 2 more hits tonight for Lowry. Chris Davis a fly ball toward right. So out number 2. First blown lead by the bullpen this season as Nicasio came in with a 2-0 lead. So a brand new ball game. here's Matt Chapman. First pitch to Chapman. Is hit in the air, right center hanging up. And Haniger grabs that one. And the inning is over. Nicasio still standing on the mound. He can't believe it. But Lowry. What a season for Jed Lowry. And what a hit for Lowry. 2-run homer to tie it up at 2.
Or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
All right, game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. 2-7-0 for the A's, 2-5-2 for the Mariners. Good pitching duo between Anderson and Paxton. Paxton strikes out 16, but he's going to get a no decision. Lowry, the big home run. Healy has homered for the Mariners, and that's where we stand, bottom of the 8th inning. And the A's have gone back to the bullpen for Blake Treinen. 1-1 with a 1.50 ERA and the 3 saves. Treinen, how about this, Ray? He has not pitched since last Tuesday. Lowry spins, throws, and they get Ichiro. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and that's the reason he's coming in for 2 innings. First of all, he can throw multiple innings, and the fact that he's not pitched in that length of time.
Matt Joyce stays in the game in left field. So Treinen is well rested. And he's going to face now D. Gordon in the top of this order. What you hope is that he's not a little rusty.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, that's the chew ball off his hip.
I think so, yeah.
Off his foot,
yeah.
I mean, or knee someplace in the area, but that's 1 pitch. So
he probably needed a little time. But yeah, you're right. That was the first battery phase.
Yeah, surprisingly, he was available Wednesday. Of course, the A's did not need him.
Marcus has it.
Now
Juggle, and they're not going to get Gordon. I don't know that he was going to get him anyways, but he went into his glove a couple times to get a good grip.
Yeah, he's hit a couple to that side. Marcus threw him out last time, but right there, the little double clutch, he knew if he didn't have a grip, could not let the ball go. And with Gordon's speed out of the box, especially from the left side, hitting the ball to the left side of the infield. That's not surprising. I mean, you look at Ichiro hitting 9th, Gordon hitting leadoff. That's some dynamite speed on both ends. A couple of leadoff hitters, actually.
Well, little cat and mouse now, Ray.
Yeah.
You know, Gordon wants to go. Segura is the hitter.
Segura is a very good hitter in this spot, too, because if you pay too much attention, as the old saying goes, you help the hitter. And maybe a quick pitch.
He's 12 for 14, D. Gordon. He had 2 stolen bases last night. And Segura taking all the way, and it's in there for a strike. One for 3 for Segura. He singled in a run in the 3rd, and he was thrown out. Going to stretch it to a double. Gordon not running, and that ball's hit to the gap. Smolensky's got to get to it. He does. Gordon digging for 3rd. He'll stop there. Into 2nd is Segura. Got him.
Wow. Oh my. You know, Kip, I think he thought he had an easy double. Because you know, they hit a ball like that. First of all, great play by Smolensky. And they're holding up to see maybe if he got around. He tried to get around Lowry's tag the last time when he was thrown out. But you'd figure this ball may even go to the wall. It's going to score Gordon. Smolensky cut it off. Perfect throw to second base.
And they are going to look at it. So this is a huge call.
Well, looked like he may have gotten him on the shoulder. And if he did, it was his hand on the bag. A's have to hope so.
Well, it's either going to be 2nd and 3rd and 1 out, or a runner at 3rd and 2 outs, and this game is tied. So this is a massive call.
Yeah.
You can see what they have blown up on the scoreboard. Here's a good look. Watch the left hand.
And his hand hit as the tag was on the elbow. So is it definitively different, or at least showing? We'll see what they're saying in New York. These guys and all these plays, except for this one, they're looking at it, and his glove goes down on himself.
So he's safe. So it's a double.
And it should not have been that close. I mean, you hit a ball that well, it should not be close to even have to be challenged.
So Segura gets his 10th double. And now you're going to face Robinson Cano, but you're going to walk Cano. And it'll be Cruz in a mound visit. So the bases are loaded with 1 out for Nelson Cruz. So it all started with the Gordon infield single after 1 out.
And this has got to be a hard sinker from trying to get one of those turbo sinkers, try to get a ground ball hit hard at somebody. And the thing is, when Cruz hits the ball, it usually is hit hard.
Cruz has grounded into 1 double play this year. He has struck out 16 times on the year in 80 at-bats, but tonight he has struck out all 3 times. So he has not looked good at the plate. Gordon at 3rd, Segura at 2nd, Cano at 1st. First pitch is rolled foul. So the middle infielders and Chapman playing for the double play. Canna, the first baseman, is in. Outfield pretty straight away for Cruz. Swing and a miss. That power sinker. Trying it ahead in the count 0-2.
What is a power sinker? You throw 97 with that kind of sink.
How do you do that?
He's done it 100 times. He's a question on Jeopardy. So that's how hard he throws it. Triple figures with sink. Here's another one.
Lays off that time, does Cruz. So the count 1-2. So tense moments here at Safeco. Mitch Haniger is the on-deck hitter. And that is strike 3 called right at the knees. So a huge strikeout, and Cruz has struck out 4 times. Surprised he didn't take a rip at it.
Well, it was been the same pitch that he swung and missed. This one perfectly thrown inside corner. And going inside to the big man. 97 dotted it. Now, sometimes when you can't hit a pitch, you complain. That would have been a tough one to hit. So it doesn't get any easier for Blake Treinen. And you're right, Kai, if that play at second had stood, not been overturned, A's would be back in the dugout.
So here's Haniger. Haniger 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Haniger tied for 3rd in the league in RBIs. Didi Gregorius is 2nd. Lowry is the leader. Gregorius was the American League Player of the Month. Sean Manaea, the American League Pitcher of the Month. Pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2.
Yeah, Haniger in those 2 swings, just like some of the A's hitters tonight, swinging long swings. And if we have a long swing, especially with a sinker like that at 97. Great location from Treinen. Can he do it again?
Got him swinging. Wow. Unbelievable job by Treinen. He strikes out Cruz. He strikes out Haniger. And the Mariners do not score.
Because of this man right now, Jed Lowry, a line drive right center field that will tie the game at 2. Jed will never surrender. 2-run game tying home run, 8th inning for Jed Lowry. What a season he is having, and he continues to have just a spectacular year for the Athletics.
And when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and repair experts. Here's the Mariners closer, Edwin Diaz. So now it's a battle of closers, Treinen and Diaz. Unbelievable performance by Treinen. The pitches he threw to Haniger, that's 3 of the nastiest pitches I've ever seen him throw. Left field, Ichiro back, and that baby's gone. The A's have the lead.
Yeah, Cap, we do not know what's going to happen in this game, but for Diaz, who's come in 13 for 13 save opportunities, I think that was number. This is not. This is to get to the bottom of the 9th inning. And Mark Canha, his last 2 home runs have gone to right field. This one, though, out in front and crushed it to left field against one of the best closers in baseball. 95, tailing inside, crushed it, knew it was gone. Little bat flip on top of it. And I think you hit a ball like that off of this kind of pitcher, maybe it's worthy of it. Wow, it's above the scoreboard.
That ball's hit a long way. So 2 monster home runs for the A's. Lowry in the 8th and Canha here in the 9th, and now the A's have the lead.
It's almost like the A's could not wait to get James Paxton out of the game. And I guess we can be fortunate that in an era when 100 pitches is magical, at 105 he was done. A nice goal, Mark Canha, 3 hits tonight, and the big one in the 9th inning. Well, saw it, and not quite Jose Bautista, but we'll probably somebody make a comment about it. But man, that's quite a shot.
Shallow right field. Haniger hustling in, and he makes the catch. So Biscotti is 0 for 4.
Yeah, Cap, this, of course, another shot looking at Mark Canha. No mask tonight. That means no mask tomorrow night. Weather, temperature, okay. That's a great swing, pulling the hands in on a 95 fastball in the inside corner.
A's are 4-0 in games decided in the last at bat.
But 1-run games, that's always at the end of a season as telltale sign of just success. And the A's, that Xfinity 97 from Diaz. He's trying to do it again tonight in a game that for 7 innings they really were overmatched.
A little bit outside to Lucroy, who was 1 for 2. A double and a walk, so he's been on base a couple of times. Those 3 at bats came against Paxton. Have not struck out since Paxton left the game.
Good call. Kev, how many times you talk about leave the starter in because you don't want to see the bullpen because they're so good. And the Mariners bullpen has been very good. But tonight 2 home runs against their 8th and 9th inning pitchers.
Up the middle. Cano backhands on to first, and that's the second out. So obviously Treinen stays in the game. The Mariners will have Seager, Zunino, and Healy. And if anybody got on, it would be Ichiro. So that's what Blake Treinen will face in the bottom of the 9th with what right now is a 1-run lead. There's a strike to Jake Smolinski, who's 0 for 3. The mask. Wicked slider from Diaz. It is a gut check though when you, what the Mariners did, and every team does it. You tie game at home, you bring your closer into the top of the 9th inning. It happens almost all the time. You figure he's your best reliever. He should get a quick 3 outs and you get a chance to win it, but it's a gut check when that doesn't happen, and Mark Canha did just that. A home run for Canha, his 5th of the year, and the A's have a 3-2 lead, 3 outs away from what would be a huge win here in Seattle. Solo home run in the top of this inning is the difference in the game. So very interesting game tonight. A's were really dominated through 7 innings. They had struck out 16 times through the first 7 innings, losing 2-0, but now they take a 3-2 lead into the bottom of the 9th. See Matt Olson on for defense, trying it back out there, and Kyle Seager steps in. Seager, Zunino, and Healy.
Well, you think the pressure inning for Blake Treinen was facing Cruz and Haniger with the bases loaded. Threw a total of 7 pitches and got 2 strikeouts. 1 called, 1 swing.
Seager takes low, and now it's 2-0. Seager has a couple of hits tonight, 2 singles. Bounces that one foul as he was ready to hit on 2-0, but ball was in a little bit.
Well, it's just a nasty sinker anyway from Treinen, automatically going down, and you hit the ball, it's going down. A lot of times you hit it off your body. Looks like Seager did exactly that as he went down to 1 knee.
Oh. Shin, lower shin.
I think every time a sinker ball pitcher would come in, whether I was wearing a shin guard or not, I'd put one on. Just because of that type of swing and with the ball going down.
Well, and the problem if you're Seager, I mean, listen, Ray, you know better than anybody. Your leg is now, the lower part of your leg is now numb.
Exactly.
So you're trying to hit.
And it's the foot that you're going to land on. Yeah, it is not a fun feeling.
3-1. And that one is bounced foul, and now the count is full.
Yeah, you go back to Brett Anderson facing Seager. Remember, he pounded him, tried to pound him inside, the same as Treinen is now. And probably the scouting report is he'd like to extend his arms. He does pull the ball, and of course he is having a pretty good start to a season, which for him usually is just the opposite, but it's been a good start for him, just like the rest of the Mariners.
Full shift on. 3-2 pitch is hit hard, but right to Olson, who will take it himself, 1 away.
In fact, there are times that when a closer, and you're right, as he was running first base, the numbness hit him a little bit more. But there are times when a closer comes into a ball game in the 8th inning with a couple of runners on base, the adrenaline is such that when he goes back out the next inning. But remember that Trinan came in to start the 8th inning, put the runners on base, bases loaded, 1 out, and struck out 2. So this is totally different for him, and his ability to pitch multiple innings is a plus for the Athletics.
So here's Zunino. Zunino tonight has fouled out, hit a fly ball to right field, and he has struck out. Be careful, he's got lots of power. Way inside. See, that's the pitch that last inning was moving down.
Yeah.
So 2-0 with Healy waiting. And Zunino helped Trinan out. Swung at a pitch that was inside to make the count 2-1. But the ball just kind of explodes in. Watch this ball just move.
Yeah, it's
too late. You're swinging already.
Sometimes going east to west versus down can work out to your benefit.
Okay, that's pretty close to the same pitch, but maybe the fact that Zunino had just seen it, he was able to check his swing and hold up. And watch this ball just explode in. Man. And missed inside again. So Zunino walks. And it's going to be Guillermo Heredia, a very fast runner who's going to pinch run.
But these are the times that mound visits, you like to save them up, because crucial time like this is where you want to have your catcher to be able to go out and talk to your pitcher, and that's exactly what Jonathan Lucroy did, almost to the point of, I don't even know if he looked in the dugout to see if he got permission to go. He just went.
So up steps Healy. Heredia, the runner at first. And that one inside. Heredia is fast, but not necessarily a base stealer.
Well, the fastball that Ryan Healy hit to left center, that was off Brett Anderson. Solo got the Mariners on the board in the 3rd.
Slider, strike call.
That's a good idea, because to Seager, all fastballs 3 and 2, 6 pitches. To Zunino, 5 pitches, all fastballs. This is the first slider they've thrown this inning. And while that might not be his better pitch, but when your fastball is sinking and moving off the plate, not a bad way to go.
This is well off the plate. 26 pitches for Trinan into his 2nd inning of work.
One thing you don't want to do is hang it. Hang a slider, which would be something that a pitcher would not want to do. Here's the slider, assuming the exterior signs mean nothing.
There's a base hit left field, and he did hang it, Ray.
Yep.
It just hung right over the heart of the plate, and boy, Healy swung at it like he was looking for it.
Well, he threw the 1 for a strike and figured it's going to be a good pitch to come back with, but it hung in the middle of the plate, inside middle of the plate. And
so now 2 on, 1 out for Ichiro. On deck is D. Gordon. Ichiro has walked and scored. He has grounded out twice. Ichiro hits a lot of balls on the ground, but he's still pretty fast.
Yeah,
so
well, just hope that slider is not thrown where you can hook it down the right field line. That is a place that you do not want to see somebody like Ichiro hit it.
First pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Outfielders come in a step, especially Joyce in left field and Smolinski in center. Piscotti playing a pretty normal position in right field. One pitch, down and in. Ichiro had a notion to swing at it. The Ichiro chant. Just 11,603 in the building tonight, but they're making some noise here in the bottom of the ninth, as are the Mariners. And that is just foul. Up and out over the plate.
Ichiro at his best right there, just slaps the ball and runs. And here's your speed at the bottom, speed at the top. And D. Gordon the on deck circle. You know, two hitters, and that's why it'd be great to get Ichiro out with a pop-up strikeout instead of a ground ball that might advance the two runners into scoring position.
1-2 the count. Trinan deals. Got him swinging. High fastball, and he blew it right by Ichiro.
Well, that part's good. Now the next guy. Got a pinch run for Ryan Healy. And that was just a good fastball, and up is even probably the best part for Ryan, or for Blake Trinan, to throw the pitch up there where Ichiro cannot just hit the ball down on the ground and run. Another meeting, again, who cares? Just. Now that was a two-way conversation. You know, this sign given by Jonathan Lucroy, should both runners decide to run, he may be throwing to second, and that's the sign he just gave.
So here is D. Gordon. Romine is the pinch hitter. Andrew Romine at pinch runner at first base. And the first pitch to Gordon is fouled left side second level. So Heredia and Romine, a pair of pinch runners. D. Gordon is 1 for 4. Trinan delivers. High fastball, foul back, and it's 0-2. That may be the best place to pitch D. Gordon.
Yeah.
A little up.
Well, it's like Ichiro, and
Yep.
you know, they like it down where they can just slap it and run. And we have seen Gordon last two at bats where he's hit the ball to the right of Semien. One time he threw him out. The next time he bobbled the ball. No chance to throw him out.
Gordon choking up a little bit more than usual. 0-2 pitch. Off of Trinan's glove. Lowry's got it. His throw to first in time.
And they're going to take a look at it, which not surprised that they are. But Blake lets it go. They're going to look at it. They have to look at it. I mean, he's saying, let's go. I'm not even going to wait to get from the video coordinator. But it looked like, and let's look at it again to see if the stretch. Well, it's a tough call.
This will be a pretty good look here.
It's just a question if the ball's in the glove or not. It's got to be in the glove, but if Trinan doesn't put a glove on it, it's probably an easy force at second. But the only play for Jed Lowry as he was going towards second base was to react quickly to the left and Yeah,
I
it's
just
tough
don't
call.
know if it's enough to overturn. That's
Yeah.
the ball has to be in the back of the glove.
Yeah. But there's a key word. It's called definitive.
About as bang bang as you can get.
Yeah. Let's not forget the reaction of the crowd here means nothing. It's New York. And in New York, it's 12:30 East Coast time.
Boy, that is close.
Yeah.
Man. I'm going to make a guess here. I think they're going to call him out.
Yeah.
And he is safe.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
the bases are loaded for Segura. So an overturned call, and here it is.
And you know what's interesting, Kite? First batter of the game. The ball that Smolinski caught was not challenged. They had to be looking at the other angle where the ball they did not feel was clearly into the back of the first baseman's mitt.
Here's Segura. Yeah, the first pitch runs inside. Segura, 2 for 4. And he's taken all the way, and it's right there for a strike. Heredia, Romine, Gordon are your base runners. The only runners that really matter are the runners at second and third. Chapman has it, fires across in time, and that's the ball game. So the Mariners make it interesting, but Blake Trinan, 37 pitches, and he gets out of a jam in the 8th. He gets out of a jam in the 9th, and the A's with a very, very good come from behind win tonight. Lowry with a big homer in the 8th, Canna with a homer in the 9th, and the A's win the game to even up this series at a game apiece. 2 hours and 25 minutes was your time of game. Attendance 11,603. Final score, the A's 3 and the Mariners 2. Time now for Jim Kozimor and A's Post Game Live.